YouTube, please don't ban me, please, because warning, there's a bit of sexual content in this chapter. Minors, do not interact. You are responsible for your own consumption. But please, YouTube, I'm not bad. I'm good. Please.
What were you thinking? Giyuu hissed as you both stood in the middle of the living room. He was furious. You could just tell that much from his tone and how he's glaring at you as if you had just committed a heinous crime. Look, I know you're upset. You started, trying to keep your voice steady. But I couldn't stand being apart from you any longer. You exclaimed, your voice shivering slightly. I missed you so much. The water husher sighed, his arms uncrossing as he runs a hand through his hair. You know it's dangerous for you to be here, he says, his voice softer than before. If someone finds out what you are. You nodded solemnly, understanding the gravity of the situation. I know, you replied, taking a step closer to him. But I can't just sit and wait for you anymore. I came to see you. You need to return home. Giyuu's voice was stern, his expression undyingly. You kept a pang of disappointment, but you knew he was right. Being here, in the heart of the demon-slaying territory, was risky. However, your love for him was too strong to let the fear of danger hold you back. You know he's trying to protect you. He doesn't want his friends finding out about your true nature. But you also know that you can't hide from the truth forever. No, but I can't stand being apart, you confessed, your eyes glistening with unshedded tears. Every moment without you feels like an eternity. Giyuu felt his heart clench at your words, but his expression remained stern. Go home. But, I'll send you letters every day. I'll come visit you when I can. I promise. Your lips quivered, tears welling in your eyes. Granted, you knew he would, but you actually had grown tired of waiting. Not even procured letters from him assuring you that he was still alive would be enough to tide away your feelings. Besides, what if something happened to him and you wouldn't know? You couldn't bear the thought of not being by his side, this stoic yet beautiful man of few words, who you love so dear, is everything to you. No trinket nor token would ever replace the warmth of his embrace, the sound of his voice, the comfort in his presence. You looked him in his watery eyes, your heart aching. Please, Giyuu, let me stay with you. Giyuu is taken aback upon seeing tears in your eyes. It wasn't like you to cry, but the pain of separation had been eating at you for so long. His expression softens, but he doesn't budge. I can't risk you getting hurt, he said. If the other demon slayers find out, they won't understand. Suddenly, without warning, you tackled him, pressing your lips into his in a furious kiss that had held within you for 6 weeks, worth of pent-up frustration and longing. There's a puff of smoke, and your true form emerges for a brief moment as your human gesture flutters under the weight of your passionate emotions. Your 9 tails unwarily and swaying behind you, and your fox ears popped out from your hair. Giyuu's eyes widened in surprise at the sudden realization, his arms instantly wrapping around you to steady yourself. The kiss is a declaration, a plea, and a promise all rolled into one. Your tail swishing with excitement and desperation as you press onto him, your soft, fuzzy ears fluttering slightly against your head as you deepen the kiss. You can feel him struggling internally, his body responding to your touch, even as his mind screamed for caution. Yin. He tried to protest, but your arms were around his neck and your body was pressing against his. For a moment, Giyuu is lost in the sensation of your softness against his firmness. your scent enveloping him like a warm embrace. He doesn't remember going down to the floor, but suddenly you're straddling him. The room is spinning. Somehow, his arms find themselves around your waist, and his body responds internally to yours. His inner struggle between his duty as a demon slayer and his love for you is palpable as the heat radiated from your body. As much as he wanted to push you away and continue scolding you, Giyuu's resolve crumbled under the onslaught of your passionate kiss. His arms tightened around you, and for a brief, fleeting moment, he allowed himself to indulge in the feeling of your love. It's like a dam breaking, and all the feelings he's held back for weeks came flooding in. You've missed him dearly. He knew that, and though he would never admit it outright, he missed you just as much. The sincerity of your kiss and the desperation in your touch, it all spoke volumes of your longing. His body responded with a fiery passion that matched yours, his arms tightening around you, as if afraid you'd vanished if he let go. Sadly, well, in your case, gladly, this gets a little too exciting for YouTube standards, so you're going to have to go on to my Patreon to listen to it. But my Patreon is free and it will be in the description. What? You left utterly dumbfounded as Giyuu pulls away from your kiss and stands up abruptly. The cold air hits your bare chest, making your even harder than before. You watch in shock as he adjusts his own clothes, his cobalt blue gaze avoiding yours. Consider this a punishment, he says, his voice a gruff whisper that does nothing to mask his own desire. He is standing now, his own need evident in the tent of his pants. You're left panting, flustered, your body desperately craving his. You sat up quickly. But Giyuu. He turns away from you, his back rigid as he walks over to the sliding door, opening it to let the breeze cool down the room. You need to return home tomorrow. You're not safe here. And with that, he leaves the room, sliding the door closing behind him with a final that echoes throughout the silent air. You're left there, your body still buzzing in an unfulfilled need, your cheeks hot with embarrassment, of anger. You quickly pull the garments of your Yakuza back over your exposed skin, your mind racing with confusion and frustration. How could he do this to you? Tease you like that and then leave you hanging? With an angry growl of frustration, you screamed, "Idiot!" You then took your sandal and threw it at the door. Meanwhile, outside the room, Giyuu is leaning against the wall, his chest heaving. He could hear you ranting and throwing things around, and he couldn't blame you. He knew he was being a jerk, but he had to keep you safe. It's just, he didn't want someone to know. He wasn't ready to reveal you to everyone. It was one thing to hide your relationship, but to bring you into the very heart of the demon-slaying course stronghold was playing with fire. He knew that if anyone found out about you being a Kitsune, the consequences would be dire. What if everyone sees you as a demon? Would they loathe him would they loathe him for being with you? Would his Okiyama-sama pardon you like he did with Nezuko? These thoughts were a torment for Giyuu as he runs his hand through his hair, his eyes squinting shut, trying to calm his racing thoughts. For now, he'll just have to deal with his own torment and try to convince you to leave tomorrow. He couldn't risk it. Not now. Not ever.